Hey guys, Trey Campbell here. I'm coming at you with a video here that is a educational video that's going to help you along your journey with forex trading, Nadex, binary options / spreads. I'm going to show you and try to go in detail with a very good plan for you guys and a foundation that you can build upon. This way might not be your way, but you can take some pieces of it and build your own strategy. So stay tuned. This is going to be really good. I hope you guys enjoy it. Alright, so I'm going to title this first video, it's a short video series. I'm not going to keep these videos long. You got a busy life, I got a busy life. We both have a lot going on, so I want to keep this short and I want to keep it to the point. But I want to title this first video Supply and Demand. I want you to take your charts. I've currently got a chart of Euro USD on right now. The first step is you want to take that chart and you want to zoom it out as far as you can, so you can have a clear picture without all the noise. All you want is just zoomed out, so you can pick up the major swings near where price is. So that's, if you look at my trade plans every week, I've always got 3 lines in my trade plan. Now those 3 lines are just simply by finding supply and demand. So where's the supply, where's the demand? Okay, the demand is down here, the supply is up here. Alright, so we need to be looking to sell the supply and we need to be looking to buy the demand. Now we are in a downtrend in this current chart, so selling demand would be a much better option, but there's nothing wrong with buying the demand in this situation either, if you can get a good kind of a technical setup going on. But we're going to get into all that. That's not what I'm trying to talk about right now. Now with this zoomed out, you can see that here you can clearly see why I've drawn this line here. It was demand for so long. You know, we had demand here, demand here, demand here. We broke it, but then we shot back up through and used it as demand again, and then we broke through. We kind of tried to hold it as demand, and then we've broken through. Now if you go back further, you know, it was actually a very good zone for supply back in 2016. So you've got that level right now that's indicating to you that this is major. This is a major level, and the bulls are going to run it to there. They're going to try their best to run it up to that level, but the bears know that that level, they've looked in the past, they know that this is supply. It's demand if it gets through and holds, but if it can't get through and hold, it's demand. It doesn't become supply until we get up here, retrace down, and then now we've got the demand to continue on, but not until that point. Right now, you know, we've got to work with what we see. So very easy to see demand. Okay, our supply. Demand is down here, and or you can say support is down here and resistance is up here. Now when you come down into this zone, you know you've got bulls sitting here. You know there's demand. There's been demand here in the past, so you know what can we do? We can use that past data to try to make a future call, basically. And that's all, you know, that's how I do that. So Sunday night or Saturday or whenever over the weekend, I come in here and I find these supply and demand. So you got your supply, you got your demand, and then what I do is I split it kind of in half here, and I find just that midpoint of where price has been kind of rumbling around. And what that does is that acts as kind of like a sediment, and what you can do with that is many things too. If you're as close to this on open as possible, it gives you a lot of different options that you can do as far as call and puts. So, and also you can use this as short-term support and resistance, short-term supply, short-term demand, and you know, it's a very important level as well. That's why I always post it there, and so we can kind of see how price action is acting towards it, and we can know, you know, kind of off of that where they want to take it from there. So this video is short to the point. I want you guys to see the supply there, the demand here, the kind of midpoint supply demand point. I want you to see how I do that. I keep it simple. I keep 3 lines on my chart. Real quick here, I'll throw up another one just to throw it out there. Let's see, what can we throw up here? You want to throw up? Let's just do. So there's another one there I've got on right now, and I posted this in the chat room, I believe. But you would take the same deal, and all you're going to do is zoom it way out, understand why these 3 lines are here. You now know, because what do we have here? Demand. You know, we had demand, but we broke it. Then we came back. Now we've retraced, and we're using it as demand again. This is actually setting up to be a nice trade, but right now we're using that as demand. So we're in this demand zone right now. If you go on back, I mean, this level has been very predictable for a while now, because you've got, you know, we had demand here, we were supplied here, we had the supply here. You know, once we broke, we had all that supply, we had the supply, then we broke back up through, we used it as demand. So that's the demand zone right there right now. That is, as of right now, that's our best chance at demand. Our best chance at supply was up here around the dollar mark here, because you got a little over $1. You've got look at this. This is where it's at. You've got all this supply, okay, and then it rolls over. You're oversupplied, it rolls over. Supply rolls over. Down here you got the demand, it pops. Demand, it pops. You know, demand here, it kind of did its thing, but the market's never exactly to a T. But overall, you did have demand, and I mean, it did come further down into this demand zone, but nevertheless, it broke back through and held as the demand called for it, back up to supply, and then it comes back down. All cycles. So there's those 3 lines. You see that. So how can we use this to our benefit? Well, stay tuned to the next video, where I'm going to talk about different things and different order types, and I'm going to start breaking Nadex down. Very, very easy for you guys to process and understand and learn. And it'll be another short video, 8-9 minute video, and just taking them one step at a time. So right now I just want you to understand how I'm pulling these lines and how I'm understanding the supply and demand. And you know, it's different than traditional trading, because you have, you know, most traders play breakouts, they play continuation plays. You know, with Nadex, it allows you to actually trade the way that the big bankers are trading, and the way that the big dogs trade. The big guys, the guys that are making millions of dollars a year, are not trading like you are. They're not buying breakouts, they're not buying continuations. They're buying on the way down and they're selling on the way up. That's just you know, if you've got a ton of money sitting around, you have the option to kind of layer in and swallow that price move and then give it back. and you can keep as the market cycles, you can keep just cycling out more, bringing in more, cycling out more, and just kind of becoming a market maker in a way, even though you're not. You're just a trader. But they'll trade that way. They'll absorb the trade. You know what I'm saying? They'll absorb it. They're going to be holding the red unrealized gains for a minute, but they'll absorb them because they know that if they buy them now, they're going to be able to sell them to you later. And they play the long-term game. They don't play the 5-minute game or anything like that. So anyways, just want to throw that video out there to you. I'm going to get it up, get it out, and I'll start working on part 2. This is going to be a little bit of a series, so I don't know how long it will actually go on for, but definitely don't want to take up too much time. So have a great day, happy trading, and I'll see you in the next video.